Hello again guys, GLL back for another video. I am interested in Gears of War 5 despite Gears 4 having a lot of problems. I haven't done any videos on it yet. What they showed at E3 looked pretty decent. The new escape mode looks interesting, the map builder, stuff like this. The horde mode's probably not going to be that great, it's probably going to be the same as 4, but still decent enough to get you interested. And obviously there's a 3-player split screen campaign which is also interesting. So, being as I'm getting the game for free, I will be checking it out because obviously I've got Game Pass Ultimate for free. So that being said, let's get into this video here because they look like they've totally lost the plot in terms of this game mode, which wasn't a good game mode to start with.
We set out to deliver the deepest competitive Gears experience ever. Escalation now has a wealth of new strategic options. It has
Strategic options. So being able to put the weapons down. In terms of the pro scene, in terms of all that shit, that stuff gets utilised. When you play online with a bunch of retards, nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. So this shit here, this weapon shit, that's one thing you should have removed. Okay? It might work fine on the esports or whatever, don't watch that shit. But when you actually play it online, this shit doesn't work.
increased reliance on teamwork. There are more consequences to every action and every life matters.
Increase reliance on teamwork, but people like me end up playing this game mode by themselves because no one likes this game mode. So why not help the people who play by themselves? Clearly the people who play by themselves are at a disadvantage already.
Escalation in Gears 5 is the most intense competitive mode to date. Whether you're sweating on the sticks or watching others play.
No one watches others play, who gives a shit?
In Escalation, 2 teams of 5 players battle to control 3 rings. Each ring your team holds earns you 1 point per second towards the round-winning goal of 250. Hold 3 rings at once and you win an instant domination victory.
Which is the same as Gears of War 4, and also you still have this 7 rounds bullshit, which is too many for a multiplayer match. This goes on for like half an hour sometimes, because you go all the way to fucking 6, then all the way to 12, and then it's decided on 13, and some of them can go into draws and shit for some reason.
After every round, new weapons are placed on the battlefield.
But they're not though, are they? Because what happens is you get a 10-second countdown or a 20-second countdown or whatever to place a weapon on the map. And because retards play the game, because this is Gears of War and retards play this game, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Because they're probably just playing this mode to get a skin or this mode today, but they've never played it before or whatever. So you get people like that playing it, and then you sit on this screen and nothing happens because they don't understand it. Okay? So it should come up in big letters on the screen. If you're going to keep this, I wouldn't keep it, but if you're going to keep it, it should come up in big letters on the screen, the gamer tag, and please place a weapon. So he knows it's him and he's got to do something, because it's not clear at all. And it's not clear at all on this because it's like really small up on this thing here. You see what I'm saying? I mean, they've added some sort of voting system here, but even then, what's the point? It's not a good system.
And player respawn times get shorter.
Player respawn time should just stay the same throughout the match. Keep it consistent.
Gears 5 introduces limited respawns for each player on the battlefield, a life system that radically changes the way that you play the game. Each player starts with a reserve of 5 lives to take into battle.
So straight away, adding lives in a King of the Hill territories game mode or whatever is a no-no. It's just a disaster waiting to happen, because people are going to go for the kills and not for the rings. But wait till he says this now.
Each time you die, you can choose to spend a life to rejoin the fight.
Okay, so first of all, you don't just press X, because, you know, pressing X, that's too fucking difficult. You have to hold X, because you might not actually want to respawn. Is this game designed for retards? Yeah, you add things in that retards can't understand. Why? Why hold X to respawn? Why even have that? Why not just have fluidity? You respawn, you die, you come back instantly. And it's because they've added a limited amount of lives, so you have to choose. But if you have to choose, why not just have it be one button? Why has it got to be hold? Why interrupt the gameplay?
Out of lives, and you can't respawn back into the round to help your team. With only 1 life added at the end of each round, and 5 at halftime, every respawn is now a critical decision about risk versus reward. Lives bring new strategies like hunting down players with low respawn pools.
But they take away the whole point of the game mode, which was the rings. The rings are now pointless. It doesn't make sense.
Or forcing the enemy team to burn lives to gain an advantage later. Knowing when to save respawns will make or break your chances for victory. Escalation 2 brings you a new way to win. Like a 3-cap, completely eliminate the other team from the battlefield and you'll instantly win.
So, completely kill the other team from the battlefield before they can all respawn, and you instantly win. Why even bother going for the rings? Why even bother? You get 5 lives at the start, right? So if you kill their other players 5 times apiece in the first round, right? So until half time, they've got no lives. They've got no lives. So why even go for the rings? Now you've turned it into team deathmatch. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It's not team deathmatch. It's supposed to be King of the Hill or territories or whatever. It's escalation. It's meant to be about holding the objectives. So why make it all about lives? Now it's team deathmatch. Now you've got 5 lives each. You kill someone 5 times, they're out of the match until the next round. And then they get 1 life back, and you kill them once and they're dead. So then it becomes execution. The whole of the other team is going to come back with 1 life, and you're going to wipe them all out, and then they're going to lose again. Who okayed this shit? You've clearly got pro players testing the game. You've clearly got pro players telling you this shit is good and making it this way. But pro players are not the people that play the game online. Right? It ain't going to work with a ragtag team and no name Fox, so you don't even know who they are. It ain't going to work. You can't even have a fucking team of 3 or 4 in escalation now, because you always get the 2 or the 1 retard on there that fucks the game up. So how's this going to work when he's going to run all his lives down and be even more useless to you? Okay, there's going to be no point in going for the rings whatsoever. All you're going to do now is fucking hide somewhere and take people out. You might lose the first couple of rounds because the other team will get the rings, but they'll have no lives for the next 3 fucking rounds, so you'll win those a piece of piss by just taking them out. If you've got a competent team on this now, you're just going to go for the kills. You're not going to go for the rings. Anyone going for the rings is just going to big bullseye on the chest. Oh, someone's in that ring, let's go fucking kill him. So if you're the one guy going for the rings, you're going to get your ass handed to you. It's more safe to go and hide somewhere now. That's not how you encourage decent play. If you know you've got no risk, that if you die you're going to respawn, you're going to go and stand in the ring, because if someone fucking sniper shots you across the fucking map and the ring's in the middle of the map, well, fuck it, you know, you got to get the points. That's the point of the objective. It's the point of the game. But now you lose fucking lives, so you're not going to stand in that ring that's in the middle of the fucking map. It's stupid. When I play, I'm like the best player on the team 90% of the time, right? So if I am the guy who normally stands in the ring, now I can't be, because the other people will have lives and I won't, and they're not good enough to win the game, are they? Doesn't make sense. You've completely just totally lost the plot here.
The new overhauled weapon selection system provides more options to express your strategy. After each round,
everybody just selects flame grenades and spams the shit out of them. That's all people do. It's annoying, and this whole weapon system is shit.
both teams are able to change the fight by choosing to place a weapon. Upgrade one, activate a new loadout option, or disable an enemy weapon for 3 rounds. Weapons can be
Well, I just click disabling the fire grenades.
placed on the neutral center line or on a pickup location closer to your home spawn. Your first pick on a home side placement starts with either a flash or a smoke grenade. With further weapon picks,
Yeah, that's what you want. Flash and smoke grenade. So, does a smoke grenade work as a flash still, or what? Because, like, a smoke grenade in Gears stuns you. It's not really a smoke grenade, it's a stun grenade. So, depending on how that now works in the game, okay, that'd be good if you don't spawn with smoke grenades already, or flash grenades. That's good, because you shouldn't spawn with those because they're spammy as fuck. If they've removed that shit, that's a really positive thing. That's a really positive thing, and I'm really pleased with that. If they have actually removed a starting grenade, that's a great idea. That's a fucking great idea. Thumbs up all the way. Alright? But I wouldn't even have him in the game. I wouldn't even have him in the game.
you upgrade the flash or smokes into better weapons, each building towards different weapons. The more powerful the weapon, the more picks you need to spend. Your picks can enhance your strengths, but also they advertise your weakness. With enough picks, home placements can be upgraded to power weapons.
How do they advertise your weakness? What do you mean? Who gives a fuck? You get a better gun, don't you?
Like the drop shot or boom shot, but with longer spawns and less ammo than the center line.
Sorry, what? You get less ammo at the back than you do in the middle. Okay. Well, no point in putting a boom shot at the side then, is there? If you only get one shot in it. What's that about? Let's check this shit out.
Can be upgraded to power weapons, like the drop shot or boom shot.
Oh, you can
but with
upgrade
longer
to them.
spawns and less ammo than the center.
Basically, no one cares about this shit. No one cares about this shit. This shit does not work. The shit does not work in Gears of War 4, so why try and put it back in here? They should have got rid of this shit. This doesn't make sense. Thinking of it as an esports fucking thing. No one cares. Make the game fun first.
Line. On the center line, any
See,
weapon
he
can
had
be
a
placed
smoke
into
grenade then, didn't
on
he?
the center
So maybe
line.
they haven't taken them off the people. It's too much to fucking ask, isn't it? Flashbang though, so maybe not. Maybe you pick that up somewhere.
On the center line, any weapon can be placed into any empty slot. Most weapons will start with less ammo than in Gears 4 when placed, but can then be upgraded with faster respawn times or more ammo with further picks.
So they're trying to overcomplicate it more by you start with lower ammo and then you have to upgrade it to make it better. Why?
Now, your spawn position really matters. The new spawn formation starts with the front.
Spawns in Gears are always shit because you always spawn fucking in stupid places, and in other game modes you even spawn behind each other, so it's fucking always been stupid. Don't tell me there's a fucking revolution in spawns in Gears, because they are shit and they always have been shit and most likely always will be shit. What are you gonna tell me now?
3 spawns much further forward, while the back 2 are the only players who start with smoke or flash grenades.
Why not have nobody start with smoke and gay flash grenades? Why have the 2 at the back start with them? So they can gaylord it up with the fucking flash and the smoke? Why have them at all? Why do something positive but then not really because people still have them? What is that shit about? I mean, it's better than it was. I can fucking tell you that, because it was just fucking pure grenade spam all the time. If you are a grenade spammer in Gears, you are fucking gay. That is the gayest shit in the game. You fucking literally constantly spam fucking gay smoke grenades. You can't even fucking do anything against that. All you end up doing is throwing one back if you're another gay boy. It's just like the gay off. Who can be gayer? Oh, you smoked me. Oh, I smoked you back. Fucking have a fight. Have a shotgun battle. Shoot each other. Do something. Why have gay smoke in the game? Why have it? Never mind 2 people can use it instead of 5. Why even have the 2? Why even give the 2 the smoke? And also, for no reason at the back now, you're fucked. You spawn at the back now, your life is fucking ruined on this game. Who wants to spawn at the fucking back when you won't be able to get to the power weapons in the center, or the power weapons that have been put down in your spawn, or the rings, or anything. People that spawn at the back now are useless. This is a useless fucking spawn. If you're in this spawn, why are you in this game? You're fucked. You're too far back to be of any use whatsoever. You're further away from the rings. You're further away from the weapons. What you get gay smoke? That balances it out? Does it fuck? Does it fuck? Because people like me don't use gay smoke. They don't use gay flashbangs. Because we're not gay. Who wants to be in this position? Nobody.
If you want to arm any of your front 3 players with support grenades, you'll need to spend picks. As more weapons are placed...
Why would you fucking pick a fucking gay smoke grenade? Is that what people are going to do now? They're going to pick gay smoke grenades, which are fucking useless, instead of picking something useful, or making the map more interesting by putting a boom shot in the middle, or a sniper in the middle, or something worth fighting over to make the game more interesting. Because it's more interesting when you have to fight over the power weapons, because it's supposed to be an arena shooter, do you know what I mean? Instead of doing that, let's just have fucking gay-ass fucking smoke grenades in our spawn, so we can fucking stick them to walls and shit, so people walk into them and die. Great. Like, what is that shit?
The action only escalates. Respawn times now start at 16 seconds, and decrease by 1 second after every round until the half.
Fuck. So you're going to fall asleep in the first round and then miss what you're doing in the second round. Because you're going to be so fucking tired. 16 fucking seconds? Fuck's sake. 16 seconds, man. You give you limited lives, but then it's 16 seconds. If it's limited lives, you're going to respawn, die, and then you waste all your lives if you rush. So you've got to actually think about whether you're going to spawn or not, you were saying, with the X button. Because the round might be a rip, so it might be counting down, tick-tock, 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 on the fucking rings, and you might be like, well, I won't bother respawning because I'll waste my life, right? So you got that to think about. So why do you need the 16 seconds after you've fucking selected that button? Surely it should be like 5-6 seconds. There's obviously some method to that madness there, but it feels to me like it takes forever to respawn in this game mode. But maybe it's necessary because of the ring placements and shit. So maybe there's a logical reason for it. But I'm just saying, when you play it, it feels like it takes an eternity to get back in the match. That's all I'm saying.
The more rounds you play, the faster players can get back into the fight.
But they'll have no lives by then.
With so many different ways to spend your weapon picks between rounds, the breadth of options counterplays...
Nobody does that shit. No one uses them. No one uses them. They don't use them correctly, so how are you supposed to do that? You have a team of retards. You don't have a team of people who and even when you play with your friends who you've known since Gears of War 1, they don't know what they're fucking doing because they don't play fucking Escalation because Escalation sucks. So when you do play Escalation to grab a skin or to fucking just play something different or whatever, they don't know what they're doing. They can't select a fucking weapon or anything. You've made it even more complicated now with upgrades and shit. How is anyone going to understand that? How are they going to understand that? You've got to explain to them in the game somehow. There's got to be some kind of in-game tutorial in the menu that you can select. Maybe probably while you're sitting there dead now because you have lives and you can actually understand what's going on. I mean, so people like me can refer to something and say, look, explains the game mode. I shouldn't have to tell them to go to a separate app like YouTube or whatever to understand how to play the game. It should be in the game, right? I know there's been strategy guides since year dot. I know Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, whatever, had strategy guides and shit that explain shit in more detail. But this fucking shit is a huge problem online. This fucking game mode and the weapon position and shit, no one understands it, no one knows how to use it. I'm not saying me, I'm saying other people. That's what happens. The guy with the most points ends up fucking doing shit. And he might not be me at that particular moment in time, and he's going to put down some garbage, which is going to fucking make us lose in the long run.
strategies are massively expanded. Be prepared to adapt. No two matches will ever be the same.
No two matches will ever be the same. Come on, of course they will. Of course they fucking will. If you have a match where you just fucking destroy them, walk to the rings and fucking cap it every single time, we've all had those games. It's going to be the same, isn't it? Come on now.
Grab some friends, try out some strats.
Can't grab some friends. No one wants to play Escalation. No one likes Escalation. Who likes Escalation?
And watch each other's backs. See you out there.
How can I watch each other's backs when I have to play this shit on my own because no one likes this game mode, and I only play it for achievements, challenges, skins, and things like that come through in the game. I don't actually play it because I enjoy it. King of the Hill's better. Execution's better. Why play this garbage? What's the point?
So before you spawn, anybody that's in back spawn, like a support spawn, can hit Y to change their grenades if they want to.
Why?
They can pick between smoke and flash. So the flashbang's a new grenade inside Gears.
What happens is when you throw the smoke grenade and it lands, it sort of detonates and a sort of concussion, like concussive blow goes out and players get stunned.
Yeah, we know, it's gay.
It's like the stunning is really powerful because you can make sure that, you know, a player doesn't hit his shots or can't even take shots for a little while, but it's always in smoke, right? And so
Yeah, we know, it's gay.
you end up playing in smoke a lot because it's so impactful having stunned players. And so what we've done with Gears 5 is we've taken the smoke and sort of just made it its own thing.
And now we have split them into two. And
So what you've done is you've given us Gears of War 1 smoke, which doesn't stun you, and then you've turned the smoke grenade that we have in Gears 2, 3, 4, Judgment, and you've turned it into a flash grenade. Why not just remove it from the game? Why not just remove it from the game? Why do you fucking think that it's a good idea to have a grenade that stuns your ass? What is the point in that? It doesn't help the gameplay. It doesn't help your esports. You know, people don't watch esports to watch gay flash grenades, gay smoke grenades, whatever you want to call them. No one watches it for that. People like to see headshots, clean kills. That's what they want to see. They don't want to see gay ass fucking grenade battles. So why cater to that shit? Why even have that shit?
proved both.
You can take a smoke grenade to ensure that somebody can't see what you're doing, but if you want to stun them, which is you know, if you're attacking a point or something like that, you can take the flashbang.
Fucking blind your ass as well. How gay is that? Come on now. That is the gayest fucking weapon ever conceived for a Gears of War game right there. That's what you're seeing there. The gayest shit ever.
You said how you can upgrade weapons because they start with low ammo?
Upgrades are picks, so everything's a pick. What you can do is you can either choose to make it respawn faster or give it more ammo. So they picked a flashbang, and so now it's actually a cursor selection. So now you vote between smoke and flash.
God help us if the pros can't figure it out.
Captain gets to choose the slot that you're gonna adjust, and then everybody votes on the one thing that they want.
So some guy votes for the slot, which isn't going to happen in multiplayer games because people don't know what they're doing. So the slot's never going to get picked. So what's going to happen there? You're going to get dog shit weapon there? Or people are just going to wait for the time to almost run out and then select the thing they want, right?
It's actually a cursor selection.
Right, so you got 18 seconds here, right? Okay, let's say I want the flame grenade. I'd never pick that myself, but let's say someone does. Wait till the last second, right? Or does that have its own counter? And these the pros, and they can't figure this shit out. Look at how complicated this thing is. Who cares? Just start the game. What the fuck? Look, gay smoke. Yeah.
Can we get a break on our house?
Yeah, super gay smoke. Yeah.
It's just crossed 200. So here you're picking, you get to vote between, because they're upgrading the grenades. It's now like the Marksa, Hammerburster, and Incense. So pick which one you want. So then your team placed an instant there.
But I'm still getting used to it, because sometimes I feel like I'm not hurt, but then I really am like full red because it's coming in this way.
You get like,
as you're getting shot, there's like new indicators kind of showing you where you're getting shot from. So like, sort of watch for those. It's like the omen will start to kind of show up a little earlier than the creep comes in. And so if you just watch for the hits, you kind of get a better feel for how damaged you are.
In other words, he just overcomplicated everything, guys. So this game online isn't going to be very good. It's going to be not as good as the last one. That's my feeling right now, but hopefully escape mode, campaign, horde. But yeah, doesn't look great. Feel free to subscribe, guys. See you later.